Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So we are from Group 8. Would like to presenting our video or group work presentation. The topic of our group presentation is need analysis in curriculum development. And the member of our group is Nur Ilmiah, Siti Nurhalisa, Siti Nurul Anisa Rahim, Fatur Rahmi, and myself, Andi Alif S. And then agenda style of this group presentation is the first one is introduction, the second is the content of the chapter report, the A part is the purpose of need analysis, B part is what are needs, C the use of needs analysis, D the target population, E administration the needs analysis, F procedures for conducting need analysis, G designing the need analysis, H making use of the information obtained, the third is a conclusion, and the last one is question.
So this material is about needs analysis in curriculum development. So this is introduction. Curriculum developers should gather as much information as possible toward the learner's needs. So this is sold as the needs analysis by Richard and Brown. So in A involves the systematic collection and analysis of all relevant information necessarily to satisfy the language learning requirements of the student. Needs analysis was introduced into language teaching through the ESP movement among 1960 sampai 1970. So, informal needs analysis have been conducted for years by teachers. And the content the capture report number point A, the purpose of needs analysis. So the first point is to find out what language skills a learner needs in order to perform a particular role, such as sales manager, tour guide, and university student. So point 2, to help determine if an exciting course adequately address the needs of potential student. And point 3, to determine which student from a group are most in need of training in particular language skills. So point 4, to identify change of direction that people in a reference group feels is important. And point 5, to identify a gap between what students are able to do and what they need to be able to do. And point 6, to collect information about a particular problems learners are experienced. And Khan 2007 and his dissertation explains the needs analysis conducted for the purpose of evaluation learners and teachers' attitude and opinions and beliefs toward a proposed and intended change or innovation should have the following framework adapted from Deadly Events and John 1998. So, number 1, information about learners relate to their purpose of pursuing a learner program. Number 2, present situational analysis, which may provide information about the effective of the profiling programs. Number 3, information regarding the preferred style of learning or learning needs. Number 4, information regarding the importance of particular skills for the learners and their preference for their learning those skills. So number 5, information regarding the relationship between teacher and learners. And number 6, information regarding the preference for teaching learning activities. So, okay, needs analysis before class can be done by giving the student a form to fill in or by asking them questions in the level test and making notes to be pasted into the future teacher. So, well, the process during the class will depend on the situation as follows. Point A, in one-to-one class, the teacher can be simply stamp the question and write down the answer. Point B, in group class, they can ask each other question about themselves and the language, or they can negotiate parody or even the syllabus together. And point C, to ask each other the questions, the teacher will need to be given some help by brainstorming some categories of questions, such as the question word brainstorm above. Negotiation syllabus can be done by giving teacher and student a list of things to prioritize needs. Needs analysis is also considered as a crucial development of systematic curriculum development. So, the next material is point B. What are needs? So, learners often find it's difficult to define what language needs they have and cannot distinguish between needs, so wants and lacks. So, research suggests that needs have objective, reality, and their waiting to be identified and analyzed. So, if the analyst tries to find out what learner do with language, so the learning needs analysis will tell us what the learners need to do in order to learn. And planning an ESL curriculum is not only involves identifying student language needs, but seeks to enable them to examine the existing order and become activity in shaping their own roles. So it can be concluded that learners that cannot be determined alone by institution, teachers, parents, or even society, but is the learners themselves as the main source that shall be involved in determining their own learning needs. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Sudirman Rahim. So here I will going to talking about the users of needs analysis. Needs analysis may be conducted for a variety of different users. For example, in conducting a new analysis to help revise the secondary English curriculum in country, the end of users including a curriculum officer in Ministry Education who may wish to use the information to evaluate the efficacy of existing syllabus, curriculum and materials, teachers who will teach from the new curriculum, learners who will be taught from the curriculum, writers who are preparing now textbooks, testing personnel who are involved in developing end-of-school assessment, and staff of tertiary institutions who are interested in knowing what the expected level of students existing in the schools and what problem they face. The target population. According to Richards, the target population in a needs analysis refers to the people about whom information will be collected. Basically, sampling is an important issue in determining the target population. Sampling involves asking a portion of the potential population instead of the population and seeks to create sample that is representative of the total population. Actually, there are some factors influence in determining the approach of sampling, such such as the homogeneity of the population in terms and of kind of skills, attitudes, or knowledge being sought, or the need to study subgroups within the sample.
E. Administering the needs analysis. Planning a needs analysis involves deciding who will administering the needs analysis and collect and analyze the results. Needs analysis will be vary in their scope and demands. F. Procedures for conducting needs analysis. There are a variety of procedures can be used for conducting needs analysis, and the kind of information obtained is often dependent on the type of procedure selected. Therefore, the use of a triangular approach, collecting information from two or more sources, is advisable to get very comprehensive and sufficient information. Procedures for collecting information during a needs analysis can be selected from among the following: questionnaires, self-ratings, interviews, meetings, observation, collecting learners' language samples, text analysis, case studies, analysis of available information.
Designing needs analysis. Designing a needs analysis involves choosing among various procedures. The decisions to choose a particular procedure must take into account several factors. Factors such as collecting, organizing, analyzing, and reporting the collect information. It is important to ensure that the needs analysis does not produce redundant information. The step-by-step procedure that can be followed in investigating students' needs is: number 1, literature survey; 2, analysis of various survey questionnaires; 3, contact with other people who have conducted similar surveys; 4, interviews with teachers to determine goals; 5 is identification of participating departments; and 6 is presentations of project proposals to participating departments and identification of liaison persons in each department. And next, utilizing the information obtained in needs analysis in curriculum development. You can simply impress your audience and add a unique thing and appeal to your presentations. The data obtained from the data collection process are usually summarized in the form of ranking list of different types. Therefore, more analysis and research is needed to better understand what each answer implies before the information obtained can be used in course planning. Much consultation with various stakeholders is needed to ensure that conclusions are drawn from a proper and relevant needs analysis. Findings should be reported using various formats in the form of complete written documents, short summary documents, meetings, group discussions, or bulletins. And last is conclusion. This discussion shows that needs analysis has an important role in the process of designing and implementing a language course and is considered an important component of systematic curriculum development. Therefore, as teachers or even institutions should be aware of their drive for successful teaching, by conducting this need analysis through several procedures. At least, there are several advantages that can be obtained by conducting a needs analysis, such as in a learner-centered curriculum, teacher reconciliations in content selection. Therefore, needs analysis help teachers create activities in the classroom where students can utilize the skills and knowledge learned as a tool to meet their real life needs in a meaningful way. And two, a needs analysis can help teachers understand students' local needs or specific needs group of students and make practical decisions in pedagogy and assessment for improvement, and also for the selection of appropriate teaching methods in a program.
Okay, I think that's all from our group presentation. Thank you for watching. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.